there, this is Dr. Amanda here with StraightSmile Solutions, and today we're going to be talking about retainers. And I've done a ton of video blogs on YouTube about retainers, but they were kind of more patient-facing, informational videos. This is meant for the doctor. But basically what it comes down to is you need to know all the different types of retention options out there. I'm going to go over 4 today on the blog. You can see this in a written form on my website. If you go to StraightSmileSolutions.com, click on About Us, click on Blog, and you can read this. But I'm just going to kind of follow along. Listen, retention is a huge deal, and you can't just have a one-size-fits-all approach. Okay, so different patients need different types of retention. Some patients come in with a kind of predisposed opinion already about what they're looking for. You need to have this conversation on the front end of treatment, and it needs to be a continuous conversation. There may be one type of retention that you're recommending for this patient, but you and the patient and the parent need to agree on this, because otherwise it causes a lot of problems at the end of treatment. Also, retention is a huge income and revenue stream opportunity. I'm not saying you're taking advantage of the patient. I do believe you should include a set of retainers with every treatment, but that's a set. And over a lifetime, patients may need more than one set. So they probably will need more than one set. So you really should build this in. There's nothing that pisses off patients and parents more than, doing treatment and then a year later the retainers break, crack from wear, which is normal for some types, and then they have to pay again, things shift, so be sure you build this in and have a menu, and you can even have upgrade options. So that's a whole nother discussion. But anyways, let's just at a really high level go over the 4 different types of retainers and when I recommend using them. And if you want one-on-one advice on retention, feel free to become a client at StraightSmileSolutions.com. We'll be glad to teach you all about this. We're actually going to be doing a webinar series which will dive more deeply into this. I believe it's in like 2 months. So do go to StraightSmileSolutions.com/media to sign up for that. It's free. Okay. So most common retainer is the Essix type retainer. I call it that because that's just a brand. But there's lots of brands names within that. Zendura, Invisalign, Vivera. There's different features on these kind of clear retainers, and they have different biomechanical properties. And I know I'm talking like kind of crazy high level. Some have better wear properties, some are thicker, some are more brittle, some stain more. So some do better at moving teeth if they move and moving them back. Some are thicker and better for bruxers. So you can go on and on and on. My best reference for you, if you want to learn about at least Zendura branded ones, and there's a variety of different Zendura brands, shapes, sizes, thicknesses, is to contact the team at Bay Materials Zendura. I'm glad to introduce you. If you want to email me at info@straightsmilesolutions.com. I have more difficulty talking to the team at Essix Dentsply. They don't give me any information. So anyways, on average, these are probably going to last from 6 months to 2 years. Since retention is for a lifetime, you need to do the math. You need to have a plan for your patient and explain how that's going to work for replacements, what your warranty is. This all needs to be in writing on the front end of the treatment before you even start the orthodontic treatment. But don't panic if you're already mid-treatment or you're at the end. We can fix it for you. And that's something I do with my StraightSmile Solutions clients every day. So, okay, so that's Essix. They're okay. Okay, it's not my favorite. I do like Essix for open bite patients. That is one of my favorites for that. Not at all my favorite for deep bite patients necessarily. Not really my favorite. Okay. Anyways, I actually really like Hawley's. That's my second one. There's all kinds of shapes, sizes, clasps, stuff like that. I love wraparound Hawley's. If you'd like an introduction to that, I've done a bunch of blogs and vlogs on that. You can go ahead and look into it, or I can send you information. Listen, I have a wraparound Hawley for me on the top, and it's lasted, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, a very long time. Several decades, okay? One retainer, well made, no adjustments ever needed. This goes right in. I wear it a few times a week. It's perfect. I love these because it allows the bite to fully settle. Some people will use these and then they'll transition later into the Essix. A lot of patients love Hawley's because they're really durable and they last a long time. So saves you a lot of money. I know initially there's a wire, but guess what? They've been around for probably 100 years and they work great. So I'm a big fan. Old school is new again, right? Same kind of thing with fixed retainers. So fixed retainers, aka permanent retainers, lingual retainers, bonded retainers, lots of different names for it. Patients Some patients love this and some patients hate it. And it's a conversation you need to have. I see a lot of parents coming in asking for these for their patients, but they don't understand the risks, benefits, and alternatives. And there are a lot of risks, benefits, and alternatives to these. If they are not done right, like if you're just like randomly bonding a wire on yourself, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to move. It's going to break. That's not the right way to do these. I do believe in these for a certain type of patient, but I believe in these to be custom pre-bent by a lab, custom cast, or 3D printed. There's a lot of different options, zirconia, stuff like that. They're very strong. There's some really cool types of flat wires that can be pre-bent, gold wires, very biocompatible, easy to clean. There's some really cool, like, I call them like, it's not sigma shaped, but they're like omega shaped wires where you can floss in between the teeth still and have the bonded retainer on. There's some really cool ones made of magnets where you can still floss in between them. There's so much stuff out there. So do not get a braided wire and just bond it on. Don't do that, okay? That doesn't work. It doesn't work long term. A lot of bad stuff's going to happen. So if you're going to do it right. But also, if you're going to do this, guess what? That's your patient. You just married them. That's your patient forever now, and you're responsible for it unless you've created some type of compliance contract saying how long it's warranted for it and how it's going to work. So if your patient gets perio because you had it on because they couldn't brush and floss, if it breaks and teeth move and they didn't know, if they get decay and they didn't know, guess what? You're liable because you put that retainer on and you didn't create some type of recall program or something like that. And I can go into all that later. So don't mean to scare you if you've done these, but I would stop doing them unless you're either A, doing them right, or B, you have some type of compliance program that goes and warranty program that goes along with them. Okay, the last one I'm going to talk about today is positioners. I love positioners. I think they're fantastic. Again, old school is new again. These were really hot back in the 60s and 70s. They're like gigantic custom mouth guards. They are so cool. They're like aligners on steroids. Yes, they're very bulky, but they're incredible because if there's any movement, just stick them back in, you bite around on them for a few nights, and the teeth move back, right? They also encourage nasal breathing instead of mouth breathing. They last forever. They get a little gross. You have to clean them good, but really, really awesome products. You can get a custom one made for around 200-ish. I mean, it's not cheap, but granted, it's upper and lower in one. And they only need to wear them at nighttime. So that's another plus. So anyways, those are the four options I'm talking about today. I do encourage you to contact me. I do offer every dentist a complimentary consultation. If you're looking to make that appointment, you can go to StraightSmileSolutions.com, click in the top right hand corner. If you want to pick up a client, you can go to StraightSmileSolutions.com/services and go ahead and subscribe. We have really, really low rates for orthodontic consulting. We can teach you about all kinds of programs, all kinds of ways to scale your practice. So we're here for you. We have no major, we're not bound with any type of product. So we're here to support all the products that you're interested in. We know about them all. No major affiliation. Of course, I have my favorites because I've used them, tried them, and I like them better. But if it's all about price, I can lead you towards the best price for that, what you're looking for. If it's all about quality, I can lead you towards the highest quality. If you want service, I can lead you towards that. So feel free to connect with me. Anyways, thanks so much. I'm glad you enjoyed hearing about retainers. Have a great day.